Join me today as I cozy up our sitting room for the holidays.
Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been hanging out with me over the last few weeks as I have decorated our home for Christmas. I'm almost done. I just have a couple more spaces to finish, and then I will be able to share my evening Christmas home tour with you. I really hope that you'll be able to join me for that. Today we're going to be hanging out in our sitting room. It's a little room right off of our foyer, and where I've added lots of traditional colors around the rest of our home, I'm going to tone it down just a little bit in this room. It's going to be more of a wintry look. I've got a flocked tree in there ready to be decorated. I also picked up my paintbrush again, and I have a question for you about that. Even though I'm pretty sure I already know what your answer is going to be, I'm going to ask you anyway because I really value your input. So let's head on into our sitting room and I'll get started.
The last time we were in this room, this is what it looked like. Let's consider this the before.
And here's the after. All right, before we talk about the paint, let me just show you a few things. I've got my flocked tree ready to be decorated. I only left 2 chairs in here, brought in the coffee table and the love seat. Also brought in this mirror and the 2 wall sconces. Those were in our family room. Well, the wall sconces were in our family room, but I like how the gold ties in with the other gold accents. And now for the paint color. This is my favorite, Sherwin-Williams Retreat. I have this in our family room and in our kitchen, but I love how much lighter it looks in here because we get a lot of natural light in this room all day long. Now my question, should I go ahead and paint the areas on either side, there and there? I kind of feel like I should. I don't know if it looks silly. That's wall, it's not fireplace or bookcase. The only thing I'm dreading is I've got to get way up above the bookcases, and I know I'm gonna mess that up. I also have to get the tiny areas beside each bookcase. There's like this much wall there. I have a feeling I'm going to mess that up as well. I don't know. What do you think? Does it look silly like that? I have a feeling I am going to be painting it, but I'm too lazy to do it today. So don't be surprised if when you come back, well, hopefully you'll come back for my Christmas home tour, I will have painted it by then. All right, first thing I'm going to do is add a mirror. I still have the screws from the mirror that is usually here because I'm probably bringing that back after the holidays. But for now, I'm going to be adding a larger rectangular one. All right, the mirror has been hung along with this really pretty star from IKEA. It does have a light I could add on the inside, but the wiring got a little tricky as far as being visible, but I might go back and do that later. I also went ahead and added this flocked garland, tucked in some berries and twinkle lights, and then added the stockings down below as well. They kind of frame the Merry Christmas sign. I may end up adding a fireplace screen, but for now I guess I'll just go with this. Still need to add something to the top of the mantle, so let's go ahead and do that. So with the star up above, I'm just trying to create the little town of Bethlehem in this room. Then I'm going to add a couple of houses. Now I know it wasn't snowing in Bethlehem, but we are just going to pretend that it was. And then of course we have to have an angel. I actually have a pair. More houses. And then lastly, each side will get a little tree. Onto the bookcases. Going to continue what I did over on the mantle, bringing in a couple of the same trees, except these are larger, and I also have more houses. I recently purchased a couple of these from Walmart, and I think they'll be the perfect addition. I do want to elevate it just a little bit, so I'm just going to place it right on top of a book. And then down here, I'm going to add a couple of books. Along with another house. And y'all, did I mention that they light up? I cannot wait to see this at nighttime for my evening home tour.
I love that the trees light up as well. But I guess I'll just turn them off for now. And then on the bottom of the shelf, I'm just adding back this basket. I had this here before, along with a textured throw. I love the little tassel embellishments. And if you've been hanging out with me long enough, it should come as no surprise that I'm doing the exact same thing on the other bookcase. Now I'm going to get started decorating our tree. I know it might look a little pitiful right now, but I promise I'll show it lots of love, and I want to have a bit of fun with this tree. Sure, I'm going to add a little bit of this beautiful ribbon, maybe some of this gorgeous ribbon, and maybe this one's got a little bit of gold. Do you want to have a little bit of fun on the tree as well? I might add some disco balls. These are gorgeous when it comes to reflecting the light in your tree and around the room. But first things first, a crazy tree topper. And there it is, almost done. I see a little bit of tweaking I need to do, but I ended up adding red and a darker green in this tree, which I had no plans on doing. But once I decorated the tree, I realized it was just missing something. So I took away the green ribbon I shared with you earlier, along with the waffle ribbon. I added the silver mesh ribbon. I did keep the snowflake ribbon, but I added red and white ribbon. The faux eucalyptus, again, was an afterthought, but I like how it ties in with the paint color. And I really like the contrast that the faux pomegranates and the red, and even this darker green, have with the flocking on the tree. So have you ever done that, where you've decorated a tree and then it's all done and you think, you know what, this is not working, and you end up taking things off and kind of starting over? Now let's do something with the accent chairs. I'm going to bring in faux fur rugs, borrowing these throws from the family room, adding oversized pillows and smaller snowflake ones. And then I'm going to do the same look over on the love seat. On the coffee table, I'm going to layer this leftover piece of drop cloth that I have, but I need to work on tucking the rough edge under a bit. And then I'm going to layer this blocked wreath. And then this really pretty piece I found a couple of months ago. And then the most important pieces. Now to do something with this little pedestal table. First thing I'm going to do is just layer this cheesecloth right on top of the tray, only because I just want a little bit of dimension or text. Then I'm going to add a couple of books and then a lamp. And the books just help me elevate the lamp just a little. And then I'm going to add this white base that I have filled with flocked branches, berries, and a little bit of silver, just to tie in with what's going on over on the tree. And then the final piece is this house. It matches the one that I added over on the mantle. So again, I've just tried to add elements that will tie in with what's going on around the rest of the room. A couple of finishing touches, and we're ready for a look around. Thanks for joining me today. I'll be back next week to share our evening Christmas home tour, and I hope to see you then.